Oh no, it doesn't let you. The replay of the YouTube videos can have all this bit in.
Oh, never mind.
Hello, future watchers.
Things we do, things we learn.
Yeah.
What was that?
Is that your alert saying that we've gone live?
Yeah.
Because I always get a little one, and I think I know. I knew before you did.
Oh, the notification that Pastor turns live.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Because it runs a little bit behind, doesn't it? Just a little bit.
Yeah. That's something I'd love if we could get sorted out, because some people's streams seem to be almost instantaneous. Like, they do something, the viewer sees it, they type a message, and the streamer gets the message. Like, it just seems to be so quick.
Yeah, I think
I've tried a few different softwares, and no matter what I do, I always seem to have a good 10-second delay, which is just a bit annoying. Because like, we're talking about something, we move on to the next topic, someone then puts a message up, and we go, oh yeah, go back to that, and then it's just a bit annoying. So it's something we can work on.
Yeah, definitely.
It's an option.
You
had a good week, Aaron? Have you bought your Christmas presents?
I've done most of it now. Yeah, it was a bit last minute, but all done now, and all the presents are in the games room, so nobody can see them.
That's a good trick.
Yeah.
Hide them in the dungeon where the people don't go.
Yeah. Nobody steps foot in here apart from me. 6 minutes.
Yeah. I ordered something like 2 weeks ago, and it hadn't turned up. So I rang the post office today and said, oh, where is it? And they said, yeah, according to our systems, like, it's close, it should be with you soon, sort of thing.
Yeah.
They said it was last sort of checked in, like, only yesterday. So, all right, fair enough. Then literally like an hour later, Jay texts me saying, oh, a package has just arrived for you. I was like, typical. I've like waited ages. I kept thinking, I'll give them a bit more time because of all the stuff going on. Like, I'll give them another day. And then today I finally ring them and they're like, oh yeah, it's actually just arrived.
Fuck is. Yeah, it's a nightmare right now, isn't it? I did another bad thing as well. Obviously, I spent 70 quid on this dragon deck. So I spent another £70 on the Jeskai equipment deck.
Fair. That's been a little pipe dream of ours for the past 2 or 3 months.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good to see, real.
Yeah.
Who is the commander for that? Are we allowed to know?
It's going to be partners.
Partners.
So it's going to be.
I wonder it was 70 quid.
Yeah, well, yeah. I bought both the partners for the deck yesterday off Liliana Market. So it's Akiri Line Slinger.
I don't know if I spelled that in right. Probably not.
Yeah, so there's 2 Akiris. One was in Zendikar Rising, and the old one was a core ally, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akiri Line Slinger.
There we are for everyone.
Yes, that's one of the partners. So yeah, just 2 mana, which is great. So you can just get her out early. First strike vigilance, and it gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. So I'm going to have a lot of artifacts in here: artifact lands, equipments, and other stuff. So yeah, she's going to be quite big and good for attack and defense because she has first strike and vigilance. And obviously can get quite big, so it's commander damage is relevant.
Yeah.
And then just to add blue to it, I got I think his name's Glacian. So Glacian. Power Stone Engineer. But if you type that in, he'll come up. This bloke.
Yeah, tap X, untap artifacts you control. Look at the top X cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard.
Yeah.
That seems quite good. Because equipment, it doesn't matter if you tap them, does it?
No.
They can be tapped, untapped. You can still equip them, I think.
Yeah, you
can
still.
If they are equipped, it definitely doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. You just tap the equipment, and then it's quite costly, but it obviously gives you access to blue.
Yeah, that's more, isn't it? It's getting all the colours you want. But I do think it's this is what I do generally like about these sort of partners. The ones that give you just like a little bonus. They're not going to be an absolute standout like that. By commander all by itself isn't going to be incredible, but
no, exactly. Yeah,
It's just got a fun little synergy with your deck. Can be quite good. Obviously, every turn you can look at it's basically like scry 4, draw 1, or probably even more than that. Scry 6, 10, but late in the game.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you could use your lands for this as well if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah. No, you've got tap, haven't you? So it's not quite
all right. Yeah,
perfect, but it's still very good. It's not just look at the top X cards, where X is the number of artifacts you control. You do them, but still, you can still get a good amount. And
yeah, it's a 3/6 as well, so it's still quite big.
Yeah, big enough to just sit there and block up the field a bit.
Yeah. And here we got Josh joining us again. Look. Josh Dunn. Who suggested that? It was Josh's idea to just throw Glacian in there.
I don't believe it. His idea was probably to throw, I don't know, what's the single most expensive blue card?
Urza.
Urza. And just errata it to have partner on.
Yeah. No, that'd be the dream, wouldn't it? Nice.
Why didn't you just invent your own commander, Aaron?
That's true, yeah.
That was like triple hybrid mana, so you could invent that for this card.
Yeah.
It was Jeskai colours. And it's only one mana, one of any of that colour.
So it's triple mana, new mechanic.
A 6/6 flying, death touch, indestructible.
Yeah. Which then gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control.
Then you can pay 2 mana, search a library for X artifacts, where X is a number that you choose.
Where X is any number between 1 and 99.
You may cast these spells for free. Equip costs are reduced by 15.
But reduced by the number of cards in your deck. Funny. Oh, we digress. We don't digress because we haven't even started yet, to be fair. So it doesn't matter.
How are you today, Josh, by the way? Having fun? Have you bought all your Christmas presents? Tap to add infinite many. I don't know if that's meant to say infinite mana, but
infinite many, same sort of situation. That's brilliant.
Lovely, my love. Oh wait.
Lovely, my love.
Glad to hear it, Josh. Glad to hear it.
Oh, we better go live, haven't we? 8 o'clock.
Yep, 8 o'clock as scheduled. No many. That definitely was meant to be many, apparently. Yeah, as we said, scheduled 8 o'clock, bang on. We are going to go live. Aaron, are you ready to hit record?
Yes, hit record now.
Done.
Cool. See you on the other side.
We go.
Hello, welcome back to the Past Turn Podcast. Myself, Aaron Francis, and the longer mysterious man, Tom Durrant.
Hello again.
We aim to bring you all the latest Magic the Gathering hype, spoilers, discussions on our very own and sometimes foolish opinions. Today we're going to be going into Maro's teaser. So Maro always does this, doesn't he, Mark Rosewater?
Yeah. As we've sort of said before, past couple of years, I think he's done these little teasers for the sets, and we love them. So we're going to go through it again.
Yeah.
And should we kick off with...
Should we go straight into it, shall we?
Is there something else to do, Aaron?
Something else to do first?
No, I said, is there?
No.
Just say hi to everyone.
Just say hi to everyone. But yeah.
Yeah. So, well, first actually, how do you feel about Kaldheim since last week?
Oh yeah, I'm loving the look
Still
of it.
excited?
So excited, yeah. Since seeing this, I'm glad we didn't see it when we was doing just the cards and stuff that were released, because when you envisioned or asked the question, "Is Aaron a witch?" We could have confirmed that question in the last podcast.
Because the first line on this, and it says, "A shout out to Aaron. He's a witch. We don't know how we know all the information he did. He's a witch." No, it doesn't really say that.
Yeah, I was going to say who's that? But yeah, I mean, anyone who's listened to a podcast before we started going live, we did an episode. I think it was episode 15 actually, where we went into deep sea creatures. But on the end, it was just a sort of little segment where we looked over the mythological creatures of Norse mythology and just sort of spitballed ideas as to what creatures, what legendary figures could appear in this set. And it seems like we do have a few of those creatures as we go down the list. So definitely stay tuned for what we thought on those, because it's quite interesting.
Yeah, and in the last week, actually, I realised that Wizards metal marketing worked on me, as I've listened to much more metal this week than I normally do. I listened to some of the bands that did release the Magic cards and stuff, because I was quite a big fan of Mastodon, and yeah, it really reignited that. Made me remember quite how joyous things were.
Yeah. That's good. It's similar with Walking Dead as well, isn't it? You saw the Walking Dead cards and thought, oh yeah, I'll start watching that again now.
I know, I'm easily led. Whatever Wizards tell me to do, I'll do it. Go by the secret lair, Tom. Just done it. Cheers, pal. I don't know. Sign up to this death cult. Yeah, right, might as well.
Sign your life away to demons.
Yeah, praise Lord Rexiel.
Yeah. Please be to us, Rexiel. Yet to see him, yet to see him. I'm sure we will at some point.
Yeah. Yet to be built, Aaron. Yet to be built.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh, too many ideas, that's my problem.
It's always yet to be built, isn't it, on this channel?
Yeah. Well, only my side, really. You seem to get on and spend 70 quid and get your decks done.
Yeah. I'll just give you my cards to play with instead. Yeah. Whenever you want to build a new deck, here you go. Here's some cards.
That's the only way I build a deck is, I've got an hour to do it. All right, let's build one. Aaron, have you got all the cards? Yeah, all right, I'll do that.
Little dodgy back alley deal on the way back from work. Oh, you got any dragons? Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, all the houses next door lining up for their coke and stuff, and then we're there just trading dragons.
Yeah. Oh, funny. Oh, so we are digressing. This is what we do, isn't it?
Yes. All right, let's get on to the Kaldheim teaser.
Mm-hmm.
How do I make it? There we are. So you can still see us a bit.
Yeah.
So we've got the full previews, but no, before they begin, here we go with some things to expect in Kaldheim. So first up, a 5-color legendary enchantment. What could it be? I think it's that tree.
Yeah, I do as well.
We saw. We said how the canopy of the tree looked like it had 5 colors running through it. It makes sense for that to be an enchantment, I think, and definitely legendary if it's the Tree of Life.
Yeah, it's the Tree of Life. Yggdrasil is what they call it in Norse mythology, and it's a big, massive tree. But in the tree's branches, you can see like five different scenes, like a swamp, a mountain, forest. You can see different sort of land art, probably you probably come to call it, and then the tree itself is like encased in all this light, so it could also be an enchantment. I think it's probably, in Magic terms, it's probably best for this tree to be an enchantment rather than like a legendary artifact or a creature, because like the Tree of Perdition, for instance, that was a creature, wasn't it, back in the day? Whereas this definitely looks like an enchantment of all the ethereal lights and stuff behind it. Yeah,
it's definitely not a creature, is it? It's definitely not living in a sense. Like, I guess they probably will say it's in some sort. So yeah, this is what I think that the legendary 5-color enchantment will be.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they want to think this could be an artifact by the look of it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, because back in Eldraine, Great Henge was an artifact, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was a big sort of tree thing. But I guess it's a henge, isn't it? So I guess it's an artifact. But yeah, this definitely looks like an enchantment.
So yeah, we'll see on that one.
We'll see. But the artwork looks awesome.
Yeah. 2 and a black for a 6/6 with Death Touch. I'm assuming that means a creature.
Yeah.
So just a creature that is 6/6 Death Touch. But what's the drawback going to be if it? Or maybe that's just the power level we're aiming for.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you have to discard your whole hand?
Maybe,
One
yeah.
of the drawbacks we have in Magic now.
Yeah, or maybe something like, do you remember Rotting Regisaur?
Yep.
Maybe something like that, where every turn you have to not discard a card from your hand, but maybe exile a card from your hand, which then plays into the whole foretell mechanic, whatever that foretell mechanic might be.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like you discard it, or is it sort of like the Clackbridge Troll, where your opponent then gets a load of tokens and cards. Maybe they get something.
Maybe they get something
equal. Well, maybe not quite equal, but they get something comparable, and then we'll see.
It's like the hunted cycle, like hunted dragon, hunted troll. When they entered, your opponent or your target opponent gained some tokens, didn't they? That had a significant advantage over the thing that you just played.
Yeah, like I think all the hunted cycle wasn't it like you got one, then they got multiple tokens that all built up to the same size.
Yeah,
so they
same.
Could choose to either chump block a load of turns or gang up on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they normally had the same size plus a keyword. Like the troll one was an 8/4 regenerate for 4 mana, but then your opponent got 4 1/1 flying fairy tokens, so they could take down the troll, but also they had an advantage because they could fly as well. So maybe something like that, which gives your opponent something for the downside.
But definitely a downside of some sort, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we want weaker magic.
Yeah. Next up, we've got a card that allows you to kill someone with poison.
Oh, Josh's going to love that.
So Lord knows.
I thought Mark Rosewall didn't want Infect anymore.
Well, that's the point. It's and sort of what I've seen people say is that it doesn't say you're killing an opponent with poison. Is it going to be the sort of thing that when it attacks, you get a poison counter, and so if you attack 10 turns, you die? Sort of like, something weird like that, where it's self-hate sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess it could even be the one above, couldn't it?
Yeah.
You get 3/3/6/6 for Death Touch, but if you use it too many times, you lose.
That could be a good mechanic going forward. You use it so many times and you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Is it like it could just be something? Does it just double the amount of counters on target player? Is it just something like that doesn't necessarily allude to poison, but if you use it with poison, you win?
Yeah, it's just a weird place to have some poison, though, isn't it? In the middle of a Viking god set.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a weird place to have it, but interesting.
I've not seen anything alluding to it at all. Like none of the art, nothing seems to suggest poison. Nothing suggests any sort of corruption or assassination. So like that's what I'd put poison down to. Like maybe there's like a weird plot on that. I don't know.
Maybe it's Tybalt. Maybe Tybalt kills people with poison.
Could be his new deal.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting to see how that develops.
And then, so the next one, we've got a card with white, blue, black, red, green, and tap as an activation cost.
Right. Yeah, so that's like Door to Nothingness style. Door to Nothingness was an old card where if you tapped the Wooburg, you could make target player lose the game. There we go.
Yes.
Ends battlefield tapped, so obviously you can't activate it straight away, but yeah, target player loses the game. So is there many other abilities that say that do that? There's not, is there? There's no other. There's no other card out there.
I don't think that's let me select it, is it? Oh, it has. Let's just see if there's anything else that's got it.
I mean, there'll be some cards that do have that on there, but not as an activated. But I think Ramos, the Dragon Engine, adds that to your mana pool. I think. Well, I did not know how to work this thing. Fair play.
No, just door to nothingness is all that's come back up.
That's it.
Yeah, if you include a tap ability, it is only one.
Wow. Yeah.
Like I think if we do 2, Ramos is the only thing that comes up that mentions it. So it's obviously a very rare mana cost for them to use. It's not something they do often.
Mm.
And like I say, it will be powerful. It will be on the equivalent of someone losing the game because getting 10 very specific mana, it shouldn't be an easy task. It should be something that's required a lot of setup or a lot of ramp.
Yeah, or Ramos, because he does it for you.
Ramos.
Or
Maybe
Ramos.
you're going to find out that Ramos moved to Kaldheim.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be. But that's what I mean. That like this goes back to our whole discussion as to who are they designing cards for now, because nobody's going to be able to activate that in a standard game, are they?
Not unless there's something that says you can activate stuff for just 2 generic mana now, which I don't think they'd ever do. They sometimes let you reduce stuff by some mana, but I don't think they'd ever like completely replace it. I can't. Again, unless there's like some weird combo thing around doing this, it might work in standard, but I doubt it. Like you say, very much doubt it. I think it is just going to be someone's sort of like pet commander card for them to dream and hope they can get one day.
Yeah, very much like Door to Nothingness.
Yeah.
You get that one win of it, you're like, oh yes, I got that weird wink on. But if you could just type something in for me, could you type in Gigantha the Wellspring? So J-E.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're on about now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wooburg.
Add Wooburg. Yeah.
So that gets you half of it.
I guess you half of it.
Yeah.
Is that still playable in?
That's still very much playable in standard. So kind of in its mana cost. So as long as that card doesn't have a double mana cost, this will be your companion. Have it. And I was thinking then if you have a way of copying this, with sort of like
Lethoform engine will do it.
Lethoform engine. Does that allow you to copy legendaries?
It allows you to copy target activated ability. Yeah, I think.
Oh, Lethoform.
Yeah, I still need to get this card. Copy target activated or triggered ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then so for just 2 mana and
yeah.
Yeah. So that's one way we've broken standard, Aaron. That's it. We've done it.
Yeah.
That's
Should
just
be pros.
3 bad cards to play in a deck that you need all of them and pow.
And pow. You're going to get whatever this effect is,
Exactly.
whatever ludicrous.
You don't even know if you do win yet. And it might be the sort of thing that's not really worth it.
Yeah.
You get 1/1/1 token.
You get a 1/1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting to see what that is. Maybe it filters into this 5 color legendary enchantment. Maybe maybe that card is maybe even that card or something, or that card above the 5 color legendary enchantment was meant to activate this ability.
It could be, couldn't it? That tree we thought it could have this ability on it that says. I don't know, because it could even just be, instead of just a straight up you win or lose the game sort of situation, it could just be you can search your library for any number of cards and play them. It could just be like a weird thing like that, give you omniscience and something else. I don't know.
Yeah, loads of options for that. That'll be interesting to see what that turns out to be.
Yeah. So next up, we've got a card that lets you use a creature's toughness to perform an action, normally using a creature's power. Any ideas on this?
Vehicles don't use power, do they? They just use the. Do vehicles use power, or do vehicles use?
Yeah. The crew cost is the power, so it could be butt steering.
Yeah. Steer with the butt.
So it could be like a toughness vehicle crew cost.
Yeah.
Or I thought it could be like a fight mechanic.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
That lets them use toughness rather than power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or any, so there's loads of sort of variants on the fight mechanic now. Or just like, so I thought it could be something like that. Or even a fling effect. Sacrifice the creature and deal damage equal to its toughness, maybe. Like,
yeah.
And, yeah. But more interestingly, if it's any of them things, I just want to know what the flavour of that is. What are they going to have? Like, obviously, we know giants are quite big in the set.
Yeah.
Are they going to have, like, the giant just sits on you? And that's that's the damage being done?
That's the damage being... Yeah.
Equal to its toughness? I don't know.
It could be something ludicrous like that, couldn't it?
Yeah. Because they've done a few, like, funny little sort of joke cards, like when they had, like, blinded in the headlights and things like that.
Yeah.
In Kaladesh. So I do hope that whatever this is a bit of a cheeky fun card.
Bit of a fun card, yeah. I think the key part of the sentence, though, is it says it allows you to perform an action normally using a creature's power. So there's actions alludes to crew, doesn't it? Because that is an action on a card.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Like
something you're actually doing, like an activated ability sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like an action that you can take. You can crew a vehicle as an action by doing it using the creature's power. I can't think of anything else really that you have to sort of what hoop you have to jump through using a creature's power. I can't think of anything else apart from crew. So maybe that is what it is. But
cool.
It's obviously got all your fling effects, like you said. But I can't think of anything else specifically that uses it.
So just lots of stuff by the look of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Hopefully it's a good one, though. Numerous new non-creature tokens. So,
okay.
Yeah, the fact it's numerous. Could be as low as 2. Could be as high as bloody loads.
Bloody loads. So non-creature tokens are treasures, clues.
Yeah, all that
food.
sort of stuff. Gold.
Yeah.
I'm sure there must be plenty more.
So what do you reckon is going to be the non-creature token in here?
One is alluded to later on in rune tokens. That comes up later. So runes. Yeah. And obviously the fact it says numerous, they could possibly even have sort of like subtypes of runes, I thought maybe.
Yeah.
Like that align to different colours. I was like, runes, like the idea is sort of thing like the different runes grant different powers sort of thing. Through most sort of myths and legends and sort of like certain runes. So I thought it could be that different runes that affiliate to different colours or something to give you different abilities.
Yeah. Like a strength rune, a speed rune, an intelligence rune. That could even sort of filter into D&D as well, like giving you different buffs for different runes that you have. So that could be quite good.
Does that
anything
work
else?
By start? Yeah.
Runes.
So what of so we've got clues or a copy token, Ethereum cell,
landmine.
Jesus.
That's
food
funny.
Token, of course.
Yeah.
Feather, mask, rock. I wonder who's looking at the rocks.
Togo.
A stone forged blade, and then treasure. So yeah, so for the fact there's not actually that many different tokens, like non-creature tokens, to apparently be getting numerous new ones, it's quite a lot, isn't it? Like if there's only 11 different ones there.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good space to work in, though, because they haven't. Clearly they haven't got many, so it's good to start getting some more.
I know they have to be a bit careful with them because which one was it? Yeah, where gold you can just sacrifice to add 1 mana of any color, whereas then they changed it to treasure, where it says tap and sacrifices for 1 of any color. It's because gold can then be quite broken because you don't have to tap it or
Yep.
something like that. I think I can't quite remember which way around it was.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe it was the clues because they don't have to tap. But I remember there was a particular one, and it got a bit troll because you didn't need to tap it as part of the activated ability. Like, yeah, I can't quite remember what the broken element was.
Well, if Urza says you can tap any artifact you have to create 1 blue mana.
Yeah.
So you could just tap, add a blue, and then sacrifice it and add whatever.
Another one. Yes.
Yeah. So that's quite broken, but yeah.
It could have just been something that simple, just one powerful interaction. I don't know.
But then Treasure came out in Ixalan, didn't it? So that was before Urza, I think.
Oh, I don't know that, Aaron.
I don't know. Who creates gold tokens?
Gold tokens. A dragon. Where is it?
Does it say which one creates gold?
This one does. The first of own games create a gold token.
Yeah.
What does it say? Gold token.
I'm just interested to
create a gold token.
I'm just interested to know.
Yeah, I'm sure the other one is the gold cursed king, Mercath or something.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those as well. What does he do?
Actually, there's Curse of Opulence.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I remember him.
So yeah. Guild, exile target creature, put a colorless gold token. And then King Makar, inspired. When King Makar becomes untapped, you may exile target creature. If you do, put a colorless artifact token named gold onto the battlefield. It has sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool.
Oh wow,
that's another really fun deck I have seen. And I always think that sounds like a fun one to build.
Yeah.
Just you need lots of stuff that lets you tap and untap stuff a lot, and then you can just wipe your opponent's board out. Obviously, then get loads of mana for it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good actually. Mono black though, if you wanted it as your commander, but still.
Yeah, it's tricky. I was being in the mono black because what I saw it was when the vehicles came out in Kaladesh the first time round is when I saw this, and it was using obviously the Makar to keep crewing the vehicle.
Yeah.
And then something to untap it because it was just a quick and easy way that you could keep. It was a new mechanic that let you just keep tapping a creature over and over again. So it just gave you a bit of good redundance in the deck.
There's a couple of lands that do that as well that allow you to tap a creature to create mana, but then obviously you want him to become tapped without attacking to protect him, sort of thing. Similar.
Obviously, the hard part is untapping.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we don't really get on to much of what we thought the runes would do, or any of the other things.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Clues let you draw a card.
Yeah.
We've got ones that let you create mana. The food let you gain life. Rock lets you deal damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what else is there in Magic apart from that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the runes. Maybe the runes give you like a temporary keyword or something, because there's probably going to be a lot of equipment stuff in this deck with a lot of keyword stuff on it. So maybe the runes give you like a double strike or lifelink or flying until end of turn.
Yeah, I do quite like that actually. That sounds good. So like combat tricks that you sort of have on the battlefield, so they're readily available but limited in quantity. Yeah, I think that could be quite fun actually.
Yeah, I do as well.
Well, we'll know when Wizards have listened to this and they steal our ideas.
Yeah, I reckon that could work, especially in this set.
Yeah, I think we'll go for that one. So that's our big call there. If we get that one right, I think we'll know that Aaron's a witch, to be honest. Next, we've got a card that can make a token that's a copy of target permanent for no mana.
No mana.
What?
Oh dear.
Token that's a copy of target permanent. Does that mean it can be any permanent on the battlefield?
Yeah.
Or has he said target permanent, but it's a very specific term, permanent on the card? Like, is it very specific as to what it can do? I don't know.
Yeah, but just the way he's worded it, it says a copy of a copy of target permanent, not a target permanent for no mana.
Yeah. So it could be very specific. It could make just copies of itself, maybe. But it's only maybe pointless, or could be just a pointless thing that doesn't really matter that you're getting copies of it.
Again,
or potentially it could just be something that's got a really high mana cost.
Yeah.
And then the idea is obviously, well, if you've bothered to cast it, you then get the powerful ability now that lets you just copy something every turn or something. I don't know.
Yeah, again, it's just going into that power creep again, isn't it? It's just like, what more can we do? Oh yeah, let's just make this thing, make another version of that thing. It's just a bit sort of, yeah. We'll see.
So next up, we've got more copying. A black creature that can copy other creatures. So is it the same or not? Because it could be like a downside. You copy but lose life equal to its CMC or something.
Yeah, black creature. So it's not like a spell that says exile target creature. You get a copy of it or something like that. It's a creature that can copy other creatures. Yeah.
Could even be linked to that 6/6 Death Touch we said above. Like, could it come in and then the opponent gets to create a copy of something?
Yeah. It could be like something like that.
Could be that. Then like they get to choose the best thing on the battlefield and get a copy of it.
Yeah. Or it could or it could potentially come in as the 6/6 Death Touch, but then whenever another creature enters, it becomes a copy of that, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. So then you only get the Death Touch very temporarily.
Yeah.
So all opponent has to do is play a 1/1 and
it becomes
you've lost your 6/6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can make for some quite weird gameplay. Obviously, you would not want to put anything else on your board. Your opponent would want to get something rubbish down as quick as possible. And yeah, I think you could end up some quite weird sort of situations if that was the case.
Yeah, so it comes in on your side as a 6/6 Death Touch. Then whenever an opponent plays a creature, your creature becomes a copy of that. So on your opponent's turn, it's always a rubbish creature, but on your turn, it's quite good. Unless they have a flash creature where they could play it on your turn, then it will become a copy of that, basically. Yeah. Make notes.
Well, we've got there the introduction of a creature type that players have been wanting for years.
What have we been wanting for years?
Don't know. We've had dog now. That's not that one.
Player been wanting for years.
He's since come out and Caragot. What's the word? What am I trying to say?
Categorically.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try it. I don't know why I can't say that word now. But he said it's not Viking. In a later post, someone asked him if it is Viking, and he said for sure it's not, because
doesn't really make sense because it's a cultural title, isn't it?
Yeah, that's sort of what he said. Like, essentially, a Viking is a pirate that's only from Scandinavia of a very certain era, sort of thing. Whereas that they could basically anything that is Viking, they could call a pirate, and it would give you the same sort of thing. Obviously, it's not exact, and probably Viking historians will tell us we're wrong. But in our minds, what the word Viking conjures up wouldn't be too far from a pirate.
Well, yeah, it's like looting, pillaging, isn't it? That's that sort of vibe is sort of pirate. So yeah, just calling a creature type of Viking wouldn't. Yeah, it just takes you out of the magic world almost, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
if they had a secret lair Vikings, then yes, but in the set, no, I don't think. But yeah, I don't know what it could be though. Any ideas what that could be?
I can't think of any creature off the top of my head that people have been scrambling for.
Yeah, for years. It's like
because we seem to have had all those things. People wanted pirates, dinosaurs, dogs. And I just feel like we've had all these ones, and I just can't really think of any more that people have still been saying that's what we need in the game.
Yeah, giant is already there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other creatures that are in the set that we know of. Serpent, wolf. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting to see what that's revealed to be.
Yeah, and also, will it be like dog, where we'll errata some old things? Will it be like only one card? Will they just print one card with it on in this set, and it's something that they'll have available in the future? Or is it? It might be a new type that's predominantly big in this set. There might be loads of them in this set, but no more. It won't change anything historically. I don't know.
I'm just gonna Google something really quickly.
You carry on with that.
So I'm just thinking ahead for obviously the Dungeons and Dragons set. Whether there's some sort of race that we might get in this particular one. So Dragonborn is like no, we probably won't have like lizard. Probably won't have lizard folk in here, so probably not.
We do have the Viashinu in Magic.
Yeah,
when they try to use lizard folk, I think they try and put them in there.
That's right. Yeah, Viashino are definitely lizard men, aren't they? So dwarf. Obviously, there's loads of dwarves in here. We've had dwarves before. Elves. We've had loads of elves. We're going to get an iteration of black elves, so dark elves. So I don't think they're going to bring out dark elves, are they?
No, I don't think the dark elves will be any different from a type perspective. I think they'll still just be an elf. It's just their color alignment. I did just think that I'm not sure how that's going to mess up on YouTube. It's having two. We've tried to put two things out with the same name on now.
I'm sure we'll figure it out afterwards.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be all right.
Well, it says it's live. It says it's live now, so we're not doing the countdown thing again.
No. We are live. This has happened now. So sorry to viewers and listeners. That's what happened there.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
But it's the first time I've had any problem like that in the last 3 months we've used this.
Yeah, that's the first one. So it's not bad ratio. I guess we're gonna have problems eventually. So I was just going through some D&D races just to see if there's any sort of connections to stuff that could be coming out. So tiefling, which is like a devil human sort of thing.
That's it. You've nailed it. That's what it'll be.
What, tiefling?
Yep.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I see. So I have no idea really what it is, but I see so many people talking about it on just stupid online stuff and people drawing things and D&D characters, people made of tieflings. So I think that's it. Tybalt is one, is he not?
Yeah, Tybalt is a devil, well, half human, half devil, which is basically tiefling.
Yeah, I think they could sort of work that in somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my guess. That's what this will be. I think you've got it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting at least to see if they are a thing. But if Tybalt's getting some limelight, that could be the case. But then, yeah. So why is Tybalt in Kaldheim? Is there more like half devil characters there?
Yeah, I don't know. But like I say, yeah, that's the one thing that makes me think maybe it's not. We're not on Tybalt's home plane. It's not like Tybalt. We've gone to see Tybalt's family of tieflings.
Yeah,
we're now just somewhere. So yeah, don't know.
Yeah, could be anything, but it'll be interesting to see what that is and whether it ties into D&D or whether I just went on a massive mad one.
Yeah, but I think that at the very least, I think the D&D shout's quite a good one. I think it could well be a D&D race class. Because what does it say? Creature type, does it? Creature type. So it could be a creature class as well. Like I said, was it Berserker? And then it turned out there's millions of them already. So
yeah.
But yeah, it could be a type class as well from D&D that isn't in Magic yet.
Yeah, it's just something that people have been wanting for years. Is probably not tiefling, but you know
that's a good point. Yeah, it's not really like a.
It's not well known enough, I don't think.
No, maybe you're right there.
But yeah, I guess we'll find out.
That's the next. We've got a card with 3 activation costs. One that's only used once before, and the other 2 have never been used before.
Yeah, that is very vague, isn't it?
Snow, I reckon that is alluding to.
Oh yeah, snow.
Because obviously there's not been that many snow things. It'd be quite easy for them to throw some new activated abilities out there that have got snow costs in them.
Oh yeah, I think one of the only activated things with snow in is the Astrolabe card. I think
Surely
that's it.
there must be some old snow cards that have got it in. I
don't think there is. No.
Do you know what a snow?
It will say on the
is?
It will say on the Astrolabe what it is. I think the errata. So if you type in Astrolabe, yeah, that thing.
This one here, Arkham's Astrolabe.
Yeah, so see what the errata is on that, and then try and search for that.
So when you try and copy that, it's an S.
So I think it's probably just a one card that you'll find with this. Oh, no.
That one.
Talking garbage yet again.
So yeah, there's a lot of snow stuff. Not a lot of them is just one single snow mana. A lot of them that's double snow. So it could be that we could have. There's a lot of variations of what that could be, and that's never been used before. I think.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's going to be a prevalent mechanic, snow in Kaldheim?
I did think maybe it's not, to be honest, because all we've seen of it so far is that the commander card, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
So possibly it's just for the commander card only. Maybe it's just that one card they've decided, oh, let's put snow on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe there is no more snow.
Maybe it's just a mechanic they want to flesh out in the commander decks rather than the actual set.
Yeah, they might have thought it doesn't really work as a real mechanic, but we know people want it in commander, so just sort of add a bit more to it. But I think it will be. I personally think there will be snow mechanic in the set, but I could see it being a possibility that it's not, and it's exclusively in the commander precon.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be in the. I don't think it's going to be in the standard set. I think they just, no. I just think they want to encapsulate snow in there somewhere because it just ties in so well with Vikings. But I don't think there's a way to thread it into the standard set without. Yeah, I don't think so. And the fact
it's quite a. Sorry, carry on.
I was just saying the fact we've seen it on a commander card as well, albeit it was quite blurry. I think that's it's just good place to put it.
Yeah, because it is quite a parasitic mechanic. It doesn't really work well with other sets.
No. So
unless there's something else to do, it's like the energy mechanic when they did that in Kaladesh. It warp and poison.
Yeah.
Just things like that. It just warp standard, and the best standard deck that uses it only has cards from that set or block in it. And
that's right. Yeah.
Everything else in standard doesn't really play with it that well. And there's usually one card externally that busts it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And then what else have we got on here? Here are some snippets of rule texts you'll see. Protection from god creatures. Handy.
Yeah, definitely handy in this set.
I reckon that'll be an equipment.
What protection from equipment that gives you protection from gods? Yeah, that could be quite good. Yeah,
I guess it could just be a particular creature, like Questing Beast is protection from planeswalkers, I think.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, it could just be a sort of a big, powerful creature, like the squirrel, the Nidhogg, one of them sort of characters that is above the gods, sort of more powerful than the gods, sort of thing. The gods can't interfere with what this mythological character is doing. Maybe.
Yeah, that could be quite good. I think you're on the right lines with the equipment, though. To be fair, because it's going to be quite equipment heavy.
Yeah.
I think. Well, obviously, the gods themselves can be pieces of equipment, can't they?
As we've seen.
Yeah. So maybe it's like a mortal character that has, like the gods, a flip side that then gives something else protection from gods.
Could be, couldn't it? Sort of something that's, I don't know, not quite transcending to godhood, but could be something that, it's going through a phase or something, trying to to dethrone them almost. I don't know.
Yeah.
So next we've got sacrifice 5 treasures.
I swear we've seen that on a card already.
I do believe we have. If we just go up here a minute. I'll go to the card image gallery. Is this the one? The very top one? There we are. Magda.
There it is.
So the bottom bit is, sacrifice 5 treasures, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So unless there's another one, maybe, but I doubt it. I think that's the one. I think
that's the one.
I think Mark must just go through. He probably does these in advance. And put stuff on his file of stuff that's unique and random and weird, and he just releases this.
Yeah.
Without really giving too much thought of what's already been spoiled, because that doesn't matter to him. He's not spoiling anything that can't be spoiled, and it doesn't matter if something has been spoiled already. It's
just fun.
I think that's all that will be.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got if 3 or more creatures died this turn. So, super morbid, mega morbid.
Mega morbid.
That could be that. So yeah, I don't know. If 3 or more creatures died this turn, return this from the battlefield to your hand. No, return this from the graveyard to your hand. Let's make it good.
Could be anything, couldn't it? But it's good to see that there's cards that care about creatures dying, which is always good.
That's always nice, isn't it? Something to look forward to.
Something to look forward to.
And then we've got choose 1, 2, or 3 at random.
This sounds like Tybalt.
Could be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
That could be one of his abilities.
Yeah, +1. Choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Draw that many cards.
Wow.
That'll be quality.
I was going to say deal that much damage to target creature, but hey.
Draw that many cards and discard that many cards.
Ooh.
That is very Tybalt, but then it could be very good as well.
Yeah, that is potentially really good. Probably too good. I don't know. I always hate them sorts of things. I never really understand how good they're getting.
Yeah, but if it's good because that's the sort of thing Tybalt will be like. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to draw 3 cards, then I'm going to discard 3 cards.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's very good red impulse style draw. I think it would be very fitting.
Yeah. And if not, I think more of that text needs to happen. Choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Do that many times, then do this that many times. I think that's a good thing because it can be either very good or it could just completely screw what you're doing.
Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, but if you've got a hand of 4 cards, for instance, and you roll a 3, you're going to have 7 cards, but then you can then discard 3 cards that you don't want. So you
can get rid of those 3.
Yeah, you can get rid of those 3 if you wanted to.
What I was going to say, what if it's double? So it says choose 1, 2, or 3 at random, draw that many cards.
Yeah.
Choose 1, 2, 3 at random again, discard that many cards. So potentially it's draw 3, discard 1, or draw 1, discard 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be quite good as well. So it could either be great upside or massive downside.
Yeah, just real swingy. But obviously you build it in a decent graveyard deck where you don't really care if it's in your hand or graveyard, and you win either way.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to be on Tybalt, but that's my sort of flavorful theme. Should have been on Tybalt. That text.
It sort of makes sense that the devil sort of theme of him. I think it would work well. So
So the fact it says at random as well, and obviously he is known for his meme ability of drawing a card then discarding a card at random.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah, it would be good if like we were saying, if it's a big buffed up Tybalt, 5 mana Tybalt, it could be this, couldn't it? That you're getting much more. Potentially at draw 3.
Because the cards that you draw, if that was a mechanic, choose 1, 2, or 3, draw that many, then discard that many. You're not losing any cards, really, are you?
It's still very powerful. Good Magic players basically say that if you've got an option, like there's a lot of guys like when it attacks, you may draw a card and then discard a card. A lot of the sort of best players say that you should always do it because you've either got the best card in your deck in hand, or you'll get one better. Basically, you can't be any worse off than what you've got in your hand. It's only if you have to discard at random, that's when there's risk.
Yeah.
But if you know you've got the card in hand, it can only be better or worse. So then you just pitch the worst card to the graveyard.
Yeah. I mean, what it could also be is choose 1, 2, or 3 at random, draw that many cards, and lose that much life as well.
Yep.
So again, a more black and red sort of card draw, but with this sort of downside.
Yeah.
Especially in standard as well, drawing 3 then losing 3 is still something you'd probably want to do sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely good enough that you want to do it, but it's also bad enough that it's also bad enough that you wouldn't want to do it. Hi, Troy. Nice to have you.
Absolute magic sausage fest. Absolute bratwurst, currywurst sausages, mate. Which we haven't been able to have this year because there's no Christmas markets open, which is rubbish.
There's one in town.
Oh, was there?
Yep. I went to town on Sunday and there was a bratwurst market there.
Bratwurst. Yeah. Oh,
I was
another
also selling little pancakes, little Dutch pancakes. They were tasty.
Oh, lovely.
I recommend those.
Yeah, so tangent onto sausages.
I do love sausages.
Yeah, I do love sausages as well. Yeah. What are we speaking
Do you know
about?
what I love more than sausages?
What's that?
Giants, Wizards, and Lands, which brings me on to my next point there, Aaron.
Yeah, go on then.
So yeah, the next clue is except for Giants, Wizards, and Lands. And I think this is just going to be like a mass tap ability, or maybe like a Cyclonic Rift, but doesn't affect Giants and Wizards and Lands, but all other permanents.
Yeah.
We had the Realm Cloak Giant in
Eldraine.
Eldraine, yeah, which destroyed all non-giant creatures. I'd say the giants in this set seem to be very magical, so and blue aligned. So I think and obviously wizards as well. I think they seem so. Yeah, I think sort of a tap ability or like a mass bounce is what we're getting here.
Yeah, mass bounce, mass tap, or even just mass destruction. Destroy all destroy all permanents apart from giants, wizards, and lands.
Yeah, fair. It could be that they, like I say, they did the one that says destroy all non-giants. There's no reason for not to say non-giants, non-wizards.
Yeah. But yeah, it could just be a board wipe. Yeah, destroy all permanents apart from giants, wizards, and lands. Then it's not mass land destruction, but it is still enchantment, artifact, creature removal. Apart from the people that are using giants, wizards, and obviously lands.
Fools!
Which is none of us in a meta with Joshua Dunn. Yeah, interesting. That'll be interesting to see what that is.
The next one just absolutely destroys one of our theories earlier because I didn't read this liner properly when I first looked at it.
All right.
You may search your library and or graveyard for a rune card. So I don't think rune is a token type then.
No.
If you can search your library and graveyard for it, it's a real card type. I know it's not exclusive. It could still be a non-token type. But yeah, I think rune is going to be a new real card rather than a token as we previously thought.
Well, so it says creature, not creature type, so card type rune or artifact rune. Maybe.
Yeah. I think more than like the artifact rune.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example of something like that.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, it's just like artifact equipment, isn't it? Artifact rune.
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
Yeah. So maybe rune. Yeah, runes probably don't work then. Runes.
But still, I'd still allude that we think what we said about runes earlier. I still think will be true, that they'll, like your idea that them being temporary buffs, but that works. That's not quite as good in a if the card has to be there. If you're not generating these things as a token, like when we thought they were tokens that you could make, I thought that sounded really good. But for that to be a card, I don't know if I'd want to put that card in my deck.
No.
It's like a was it a combat trick, but on a permanent? Especially if it's one-time use. Maybe it's multiple use. You can just tap them and they give the bonus, maybe. So they're sort of You could reusable combat tricks.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah, or maybe it says, so if you've got a rune on the battlefield, it says creatures you control have double strike if you control a mountain, or if you control a combination of things, maybe something that you have to jump through a hoop in order to get the rune's effect, potentially.
Yeah, could be.
Something like
And then,
that.
like I say, the one that's just control a mountain is a base which gives them +1 per so. But there could be one that's like you have to control 3 mountains and a creature with power 5 or greater, then they all get double strike.
Yeah.
Something like so. There's like a small, like little buff, but then a big buff that you're aiming for.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that could be quite good.
Again, they really need to get us on the design team. We are absolutely working
slaughtered.
fire.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sometimes it scares me. Like me and you. Like I say, not the most intelligent and brilliant at designing cards, and we come up with some pretty fun mechanics.
Yeah.
I would love to know all of the fun mechanics that get made at Wizards and stuff, but that just don't make it. For some reason, they're either too powerful, not powerful enough, boring, not enough space to do different things in. I would just love to know the millions of different things they try, and they go, that didn't quite work. Because it sounds like most of what we talk about.
Yeah, it's just amazing, isn't it? They have a whole R&D development team that literally go through bozos ideas like us and see if it's actually workable in a playable environment. But that job, we want that job. That would be so sick. But yeah, be interesting. What else we got?
So we've got as long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures. So again, we've had 3 or more creatures die. Choose a number random, 1, 2, or 3. So again, 3 seems to be a bit special here.
3's a company.
Yeah, 3 legendary creatures.
Yeah, so again, it's a card designed with legendary creatures in mind, isn't it? But how easy is it going to be to get 3 legendary creatures out in this set? Is there going to be quite a few legendaries?
I was going to say, like, there's surely going to have to be a lot, or else. Well, I guess they do design cards that do nothing in limited.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, it's going to have to not be quite as extreme as Dominaria, but maybe you're going to need something like that to get enough legendary creatures out. Yeah,
well, as we'll come to see in a minute, there are quite a few legendary figures in Norse mythology. So maybe it is still going to be quite relevant.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't think we'll get uncommon legends in the set, but we'll still probably get a few rares.
Yeah, but I guess even if it's no good in limited, it could just be like a good enough build around card for standard sort of thing.
Yeah.
That or it's just probably like a little bonus. It's probably like a decent enough card on its own, but if you manage to turn it on, it becomes really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, but could be anything. X is the number of vehicles you control plus a number of equipment you control. Have we got this? This sounds familiar.
Vehicles you control plus number of equipment. No, I don't think I've seen it yet. Plus number of equipment.
No. I must have imagined that a bit. Where was I going? Oh, God.
Just keeps cropping up, doesn't he? Cheeky little elemental. That could be anything, couldn't it?
I don't know, is it just going to be deal damage? Deal X damage target thing? Creature or player?
Yeah, could be.
Scry X. I don't know why Scry would be associated with vehicles and equipment, though.
It's going to be damage, isn't it? It's going to be some sort of war cry, like Dwarven war cry. They're all going to be riding on their vehicles in the picture and throwing axes and all that sort of stuff.
I guess it's sort of red-white, isn't it? So it could also be like life gain. You gain X life, where X is the number of things you control.
Yeah, could be, yeah. Or creatures you control get plus X, where X is the number of vehicles you control plus number of equipment. That would be a ridiculously good Boros equipment finisher.
Yeah,
like
that would be
overwhelming stampede style in Boros, which is quite good.
The next one we've got, as long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total.
Yeah. Okay.
So a new version of the little 1/1 that becomes a 5/5 flying life linker.
Sarah Ascendant, yeah.
Sarah's Ascendant, a new version of that.
It best be good though. It needs to reward you for having life gain decks because they're just rubbish.
Yeah, they can spend too long sort of durdling, just
Yeah.
gaining life, but not actually making your opponent lose life.
Yeah, you need a payoff for it.
So yeah, could be.
It needs a payoff that isn't Aetherflux Reservoir in Commander. That's the most boring life gain strategy. You can, oh yeah, I'm going to go to 100 life, then I'm just going to pay 50 life and do 50 damage to you. Oh, great, brilliant. I've seen that.
I did not know that the reservoir got you so angry.
Just yeah. If you see it in a storm deck and it's just gaining someone loads and loads and loads of life, you just know, oh, that's it. I'm going to die. You just see the reservoir building up, and then it shoots you in the face. Yeah.
I do think it's a bizarre sort of design of a card. Like, why is the reservoir so angry? Why is a reservoir going to deal 50 damage to someone?
That's what I don't know. I mean,
I don't understand the life gain side. You're storing all the energy in the water, and it's so much power and life in there. That's nice.
Yeah.
And suddenly, is it like, oh no, the reservoir's broken, tidal wave, 50 damage?
Yeah. It's the same like Tree of Perdition. Why does Tree of Perdition swap the player's life totals around? Why does it do that?
Because it's an evil tree. What do you want an evil tree to do?
Magic. It's funny.
Oh, magic.
Magic.
And the final one here, we've got create X of those tokens instead. So, potentially a way to create a lot more tokens.
Yeah.
Maybe a one-off ability. Could be permanently. So like it.
Yeah.
Like doubling season where you make twice as many. Is it this where you create X amount instead? Because like I'd say that's sort of a fixed version of doubling season. Because doubling season always been double.
Yeah.
If you were to make 12 tokens, getting 24 is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if this was always permanently, you get 3.
Instead,
every time you make 1 token, you're getting 3, which is obviously really good, better than doubling season. But if you're ever going to flood the field with 12 tokens, that's actually not any good anymore because you're only actually getting 3 now.
Yeah. It's still pretty good. It's still probably a budget version of.
Yeah, definitely good, but just not.
But it's not as good. But
yeah,
but
potentially busted in a whole new way.
Yeah, essentially.
Or potentially not that card at all. Maybe Tom's just made this card up and it isn't what we're getting in Kaldheim. We don't know.
But yeah, that could be anything.
So now we're on to the good part. This is the part we always want to read. This is everyone's favourite bit. Some creature type lines you'll see in the set. First, Angel Warrior. Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, yeah.
We know that. That was a given.
Mm-hmm.
He's told us nothing here, basically. But still, good to have confirmation.
Yeah.
Next, Zombie Rogue. In your research, have you found any zombie rogues in Norse mythology?
Well, I did say about on the Kraken's Leviathans episode at the very end. It was about half an hour of us talking about legendary creatures in Norse mythology. Draugr is one of them, undead. So they're like sort of white walkery style things, like Game of Thrones style, like long white hair, white beards. So that's probably the closest is zombie rogue to like Draugrs.
Yeah, we could have something like that then.
Yeah.
Dwarf cleric. Well, we've got dwarves in the set.
Yeah, we got dwarfs in there.
They're in white. I don't see why it wouldn't be a cleric.
No, exactly.
No problem there with that.
No problem.
Horse spirit.
Yes, we have this.
Oh, we've had it, have we?
Yeah, so Sleipnir, there's the horse of Odin, has 8 legs. So this could be Odin's horse.
Yep.
Or whoever Odin is. Maybe I don't know whether Halvan or Hal is Odin, but yeah, definitely there's a horse that Odin rides on that has 8 legs.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. That sounds like a good inspiration for that.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Vampire Dragon. I'll say it again. Vampire Dragon.
What do you reckon this is?
Vampiric Dragon reprint. I don't think it's that. I'm very excited to see what it is, though. This sounds really good. I hope it is a really good version of Vampiric Dragon. Yeah, my first Magic decks were played on the sort of vampire. Once they kill something, they get bigger. Sort of mechanic that they used to do a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's part of that, but on a dragon.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think this is the card that's based on Nidhogg.
Ooh.
Because Nidhogg is basically a giant dragon that feasts on the roots of the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
In Norse mythology, and also it's also basically he eats murderers and adulterers. So basically, people get banished to the root of Yggdrasil or the underworld, basically, and then Nidhogg eats them, basically. So I reckon it's going to be Nidhogg. I don't know whether it's going to be a legendary creature. It should be.
Yeah, I'm guessing not, only because underneath he's listed other legendary creatures. But it could be the sort of thing where this is the Nidhogg, but for gameplay reasons, they couldn't make it legendary.
Yeah.
It could just be like a weird thing that in the game, like during playtesting, it just really didn't work as legendary, but not legendary. It was perfect. And sometimes they do just say, well, as good as it would be to make it spot on, same as like the horse spirit above. It could just be like, to make it perfect, we'd make it legendary, but to make it good gameplay, it's not.
Yeah, because you can't have multiples of them. So yeah. So I think thematically, it is probably Nidhogg. Could be wrong, but that's what Nidhogg does. He eats like the damned of Norse mythology, and it nibbles on the roots of the Tree of Life, basically.
Yeah, that'd be a cool take then.
Yeah,
that is it. So now we're on to the legendaries. And we've first up got Wolf, which I think that's the one we've seen, isn't it?
Yep, that's one we've seen. We also called that character as well.
Yep. So you definitely said that we'd be getting that one.
Yep. So yeah, Sarolf is basically the Fenrir. Yeah, basically just a big giant wolf.
So yeah, we've got that one. Next up is Bird Spirit, a legendary bird spirit.
Yep.
I don't know if this is anything particular from Norse mythology, but
yeah, we called this one as well.
Did we? What did you? I don't remember calling any of this.
Oh right. Yeah. So well, yeah, we spoke about. I basically listed off all of the legendary stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll get onto this. We might as well cover this one as well. At the bottom there of your list, we've got a legendary squirrel.
Oh yeah, sorry, I do remember you saying about the bird now. Sorry, yes, the top of the tree.
That's it. Yeah. So the legendary squirrel is basically a squirrel that runs up and down the Tree of Life, delivering messages to the gods. He is mischievous and he enjoys stirring trouble between the wise eagle, which is probably the legendary spirit bird, and the hungry dragon that dwells in its roots, which is probably the vampire dragon. So yeah, this is just a squirrel that's going to be running up and down the Tree of Life, just wrecking havoc. But he's also known to have more sinister motive, and likes to try and sort of persuade the eagle and the dragon to destroy the tree. So he could be the villain of the set.
Yeah, surprise villain.
Surprise villain, absolute legendary squirrel.
Yeah, when like the planeswalkers first meet the squirrel, they think, "Oh, he's friendly," and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just a messenger." And when they burrow in at the end, the message is, "Kill everything."
Kill everything, yeah. And Tybalt's well on side with the squirrel.
Exactly. And then maybe they scare Tybalt off, and then the squirrel's good again, and they realise that actually the squirrel was good. It was just bad because Tybalt tricked it.
Yeah.
And we've got two more here. We've got a legendary giant wizard, which we alluded above could be the one that bounces or taps all non-dragon, non-wizard, non-land cards.
Yeah, that could be the one that does it. Yeah.
But yeah, just guess it's going to be a generic, decent giant wizard card.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of giants in there, isn't there? So it's
Yeah,
good to have a giant one.
Yeah, because like we said before, it's like tribal, and there's a few like sort of weird tribes. And I think it looks like blue-red could be giant tribal.
Yeah,
which would be good. Good to see giants getting a bit of limelight.
Yeah, definitely.
But more importantly, final one, your homeboy, the Demon Berserker. And this better live up to the name.
Oh, yeah.
Not like the previous ones we've had, and they've said demon, and we've got excited.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to call something a Demon Berserker, you have to deliver on that.
Yeah, that's. I think we've seen it as well, Tom. You know the bloke with the tentacle beard.
Yes, yeah, that'd make sense.
I think that's him.
Yeah, looking at him, I'd say you're probably a Demon Berserker.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't look at that and think, oh, you're a dwarf cleric. You're thinking...
He's a pretty fucked up dwarf cleric.
That would be a story, wouldn't it? If the Demon Berserker used to be a dwarf cleric in the lore.
Yeah.
If that comes to be, and it's the squirrel tricks the dwarf to becoming a demon.
Yeah.
And then he's so angry, he goes berserked.
And his beard just turns to tentacles.
Yeah. After a long swim.
Yeah. I reckon. Yeah.
The Demon Berserker, it's got to just be like, maybe that could be if 3 or more things died. Just literally put all of the words that we've had above here. That is what the Demon Berserker should do. Just put all of that onto one card.
On one card.
So it has protection from the gods, which makes sense. You sacrificed 5 treasures. Then if 3 or more creatures died this turn, you can choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Bounce everything except that. I don't know whether 1, 2, or 3 goes. Just deal damage. That's where we're going with that.
Yeah.
Search the library for a rune because it likes to read. Then as long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, deal X damage where X is the number of vehicles and equipment you control. And if you've got 7 more life at this point, you create X tokens of... I don't know which tokens they're going to be now. But yeah, we'll create X of those tokens instead.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that is the Demon Berserker.
That's the Demon Berserker.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be, pretty much. Not just... Or, alternatively, it can have a real downside, Aaron. Cumulative upkeep, 3 black mana. If you don't pay it, tap it, and it deals 20 damage to you.
That's demons with downsides. That's what you want to see.
Exactly. That's what I want. I want a really bad old demon.
Yeah.
Or a really pushed good demon.
Yeah. That's what we need, I think. But we actually saw in the art, there was a card, wasn't there? It said, there was a card that said, I'm going to kill you with your own axe or something like that, wasn't there?
Was there?
Yeah, in the last episode we did, you read out a card saying something your axe demon. It was on what was it? It was on the.
Is it on one of the lands or not?
It was on the Black Angel Berserker, I think. Remember the Angel Berserker, the black one?
Yeah.
I think it was on. I think it was on there. I think it was on there. Could be wrong.
So we want the Kaldheim, the additional cards.
Yeah, I think it's...
I won't pollute your blood, demon. You'll die by your own blade.
That's the one. So this cleaving reaper here has got possession of the aforementioned demon's axe somehow, right?
Trixie. Probably through the squirrel.
Probably through the squirrel, yeah. I can't wait to see what that squirrel does. That squirrel is going to be able to what? That squirrel is going to be able to kill Emrakul, surely.
Emrakul, just down in one.
Just down in one.
He should strip protection from Emrakul.
Yeah.
Just on the card.
Emrakul's not a god, is he? No. She?
No.
No. Because he could...
Was revered as a god, but it's not actually one.
Yeah, that's a shame because the squirrel could have had protection from god creatures. maybe it does still have that
Yeah.
protection for god creatures.
I did just think there. Obviously, this Angel Berserker is black.
Mm-hmm.
Demons are normally black. Do you reckon the Demon Berserker is white? In a cruel twist.
So the demons are the good guys.
Yeah.
For once. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why there's an Angel Berserker who wants to kill the demon for some reason. I don't know why that's like that, but who knows? But we've got a legendary creature, Demon Berserker. So it's going to be a big, huge, demonic, so hopefully flying creature that cares about combat and death. So
Yeah.
we haven't really seen that on a demon before. They normally want you to pay life to draw cards and all that sort of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how they sort of amalgamate demon into a fighting style creature, because they haven't done that before.
No, that'd be good.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see that. Do you reckon it'll be mono black, or do you reckon it'll have something else in there?
Berserker. I'd have said red, but now I've got the mono black Angel Berserker. I don't see why this can't be mono black.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. And obviously the squirrel as well. We went into that when we were speaking about the bird spirit and the wolf and the dragon and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be fun as well to see a legendary creature, a squirrel, finally, that's not like an unglued card or an unfaction card, finally.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be good. Like I said, hopefully, like thematically, it can work well. Like with the story, like you said, about it being Trixie or a messenger of some sort. I don't know. Hopefully, they can get that in the flavor of it somehow.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that would be awesome flavor win if they could have like a little relationship between the squirrel, wolf, and not wolf, the eagle and the dragon. Would be awesome. Yeah. That's what makes legendary creatures, the stories that are attached to them.
Exactly. Or just the 2-sentence parable that sometimes they're given.
Yeah.
Not all legendary creatures are equal.
No, they're not, unfortunately. So that's some really, really good insights there. A lot of our predictions and the flavor that we thought might be in the set is appearing to be in the set. So it's just going to be interesting to see how the cards actually turn out, what the mechanics turn out like. So it's always good to read through Maro's teaser.
Yeah, like I say, it is something I do enjoy when they do new sets. Thinking what they're going to put in there.
Yeah, it's good fun to read through that. What else we got? Some Christmas specials.
So yeah, I was going to say, it's our last episode before Christmas, so I thought we would look at the holiday special cards that they give out. They've been giving them out since 2016, once a year. And I thought we'd just have a quick look through them all, see which ones we like.
Well, that's probably...
Yeah, so they're giving out to, I think it's Wizards employees and shops that are in the Wizards Play Network. And I think they only get one. It's meant for the owner to keep themselves. I guess it's up to them whether or not they sell it.
Yeah.
Because as you can see by this one here, this one's apparently $120.
Wow.
So this is, I think, the most expensive one there is. And I think because it was the first one.
2006, wow.
Yeah. So, like our 6/6 Death Touch we had a minute ago in black, this is a 7/7 Indestructible for only 3 mana. But this one has the downside for sure. At the end of your turn, it deals 7 damage to you. Then you can pay 3 and target creature gains control of Fruitcake Elemental. And experiments intended to create the perfect holiday emissary resulted in a substance harder than dark steel and a fraction as merry. So yeah, a good card all round, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe they've taken inspiration for this 2 generic and a black 6/6 Death Touch. Maybe it does something like that to you. It may, at the end of the turn, maybe it does damage to you or something, but you make someone else gain control of it. So, that's quite a good template, actually. Even though it's a piss take, it is quite a nice little template for a card, I reckon. Fruitcake Elemental.
I was just right there. It says this is number 6. I don't really know where that comes from, but
I
don't know. Potentially,
it's 5
I might be missing some from this list then.
Yeah.
So next we've got Gifts Given. Obviously, a play on Gifts Ungiven.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's 3 and a blue for an instant. Search target opponent's library for 4 cards with different names and reveal them. That player chooses 2 of them, put the chosen cards into the player's graveyard, and put the rest into your hand. Then that player shuffles their library. Flavor text, thanks, you shouldn't have. This is really fun. I understand why it can't be done in Black Border Magic, but yeah, like a real fun little silver border card.
Yeah. That's hilarious. You get 2 of their cards, and then 2 of their cards go into the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, that player chooses 2. So yeah, you get to take out some of their best cards. Evil Presence. So for 2 black, a sorcery, put a creature card from your hand into play under target opponent's control. That creature attacks each turn if able, and always attacks its controller. So I don't know how blocking that. I don't know if they can. I don't know.
That creature attacks each turn if able and always attacks its controller. So
Yeah.
so it's declared attacking on your turn against you.
Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Its controller, yeah. So
Yeah.
you go to attack and it's attacking you. That's ridiculous.
And then the flavor text is, "'Tis better to give than to receive."
Oh, very merry.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm guessing that can't be blocked.
I don't know.
You know, of course they don't give any rules text on it.
I don't know.
So next up we've got Season's Beatings. For red, a sorcery, and Family Gathering. Each creature target player controls deals damage equal to its power to another random creature that player controls. Arriving home, he suddenly longed for the blood-soaked battlefields behind him. And there you can see 2 goblins in the window hitting each other with rolling pins.
Yeah. What a lovely happy holidays.
So yeah, they're all so far. None have been friendly. They're
No.
all quite. I'm sure as we go on, I'm sure they get a bit more friendly as we go on. This one isn't. Snow Mercy, 2 white, Snow Enchantment. Could be on Kaldheim. Watch out. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, put a globe counter on it. Then tap, untap, tap, untap, untap. Tap all creatures with globe counters on them. Warning, shake gently. Contents may cause choking, hypothermia, and or planar invasion. You can see inside there's some sort of Phyrexian beasts in there.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. It's just like tap, untap, tap, untap,
exactly.
tap.
So good.
Yeah.
Just such a fun way to make you think, how can you make this card be a snow globe?
Yeah.
Just keep shaking it.
Awesome.
And then make it tap and untap.
Oh, quality.
Then
I wonder if they had a foil version where you could just do that and it like different parts of the foiling like foil up.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And next up, we've got All Ooze for 2 red and green. Creature Ooze. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy another non-land permanent chosen at random. Then put a number of +1/+1 counters on your Ooze equal to that permanent's converted mana cost.
Nice.
You can pay red, green, and eat some food to regenerate your Ooze. It says it loves having family for dinner.
Brilliant. So 9 years ago, they're thinking of food counters.
Yeah, exactly.
Food tokens. Eat some food, regenerate. Well, not regenerate, but love it.
So, yeah, seems good. Potentially destroy your own, destroy your opponents.
Bit of chaos.
Yeah, I like it. So we've got a split card coming up in Naughty and Nice. And so the side naughty is 1 black sorcery. Search another target player's library for a card and put that card into your hand, then shuffle that player's library. Or nice is 1 white sorcery. Search an all library for a card and put it into another target player's hand, then shuffle your library.
Awesome.
So yeah, I don't know what you'd want to be doing with the nice side of things. I don't really know what you'd ever want to find. I guess it's just politics in Commander. If I know that you could do with something that for some reason I couldn't use.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and just that picture of him looking longingly at the pie. Lovely.
That's the same artwork as Diabolic Shooter, though, isn't it? That one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what it's a riff on.
One of the old ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Then we've got Stalking Tiger. Obviously, unlike Stalking Tiger.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Stalking Tiger? I don't know if I just made that up.
I think so, yeah. Something.
So it's artifact creature Cat's Construct. Stalking Tiger enters the battlefield with a sealed magic booster pack under it. When Stalking Tiger deals combat damage to a player, unwrap the booster pack and put it into your hand.
It's outrageous.
What booster would you choose, Aaron? If you pick any booster, what would you have?
Probably just like a. Oh no. Depends whether you're going for value or power or just.
Yeah.
Probably Portal 3 Kingdoms.
Why choose when you can have both?
Yeah.
Power and value.
Absolutely, yeah. Horsemanship and no sort of standard meta is going to be able to deal with horsemanship.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, what would you choose?
Then I was thinking power wise. I was thinking, do you go Phyrexian, or do you go like with a pack that might have Eldrazi in it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But then good. I guess there's no point really drawing the Eldrazi because you still need then 15 mana or whatever to cast them. So maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just Eldraine, the most broken set in history. Just play that Oko lottery. Or I guess that probably would be quite good. Is like go for something like the Eternal Masters ones, stuff that's got like historically just powerful cards in them.
Yeah, you got nice spread in
any
there.
Range sort of thing.
So yeah, pretty ludicrous card.
Yeah. Just hope yours isn't full of coal golems. Is Coal Golem a real card? Is that a joke? Is that just like a terrible card? It is a 5-mana 3/3 that you can pay 3 and sacrifice it to add red. Brilliant bit of flavor text.
Well, that's from the Dark originally.
From the
wow.
Dark.
Cold Golem. Wow.
3 such creatures stood burning at the crest of the hill. Only seconds later, the fireball struck our front line. I don't believe that for a second, Lydia. I don't either. Do any sort of damage.
No. Because they blow up and give you mana. They don't do any damage.
No.
Just telling porkies.
That's a good little joke there.
Yeah.
Mishra's Toy Workshop. So this is the first one that's mythic rare.
Mm-hmm.
Not that makes a difference. I think it's just must be 2014s when the mythic type came in, rarity came in. So this one's a land, the first land. Tap, add 3 colorless mana to your mana pool. Spend this mana only on spells and abilities. Spells and abilities that put tokens onto the battlefield. Use toys to represent them.
Oh, brilliant.
Even though Urza tried to apologize, Mishra continued to bear a grudge.
Awesome flavor text.
And then, yeah, it's quite a vicious toy shop. Them circular saws at the bottom.
Nice. Use toys as tokens. That's brilliant.
Obviously, just a riff on Mishra's Workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, this is where it starts getting just fun and silly. So next up, we've got Goblin Sleigh Ride for 1 and a red. a sorcery. Target creature you control climbs into Goblin Sleigh Ride. You slide them on their merry way. If the creature stayed on, it deals damage equal to its toughness to each other creature touched during the slide.
What?
That just got better and better as I read it. That is so good. And then, yeah, that's a goblin riding a tree folk in the artwork.
Oh my goodness me! What even is the mechanic to slide them on their merry way?
I guess it's just push them across the table, isn't it? You can just try and slide it all the way along.
Oh my goodness!
Try and wipe out their entire board in one hit.
Oh, that is ridiculous. Love it.
And got the flavor text of, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Oh dear.
It's that meant to be to the tune, isn't it? I can't sing. I won't give it a try.
No, I don't know what it is either.
Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song. No, it didn't work.
That's it. That's almost there. Yeah.
It's that sort of thing. Fill in the blanks.
Oh, brilliant.
Fair. For only $20, I'm tempted to get it.
Put it in a tally. Slide him on his merry way.
Oh, it'd be so good.
I'm going to play Goblin Sleigh Ride. Oh, dear.
You have Josh and Rob. What does that do again? Is that
Again?
Is that CDH card? Oh, if only.
I reckon it needs to be done. Just like put a random card, like even on past turn versus or something. Just put this, cast Goblin Sleigh Ride.
Watch out, Gaming Den! Ciao.
Oh dear, that'll be funny.
No results.
Oh, wow.
This is gonna be the thing. So that there, it will say $20. It'll be so hard to get hold of.
Oh yeah.
If it's not just popped up there, there's not actually going to be anyone that ever sells it.
No.
But that will be my life's mission now. I will find it.
Getting and playing Goblin Sleigh Ride. Oh, jeez.
That's good. I like that one. So this was the first one I ever saw of these. This is when I found out about them in 2016.
Yeah.
The Thopter Pie Network. Instead of Thopter Spy Network. For 2 blue, you get an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you're eating, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Use food to represent the token. Whenever a creature food you control dies, if it's represented by food, eat it.
Wow. They are getting more stupid and stupid now, aren't they? Going forward.
They all thought her dream was just pie in the sky.
That's quality.
Yeah, looks like, is that meant to be Sahili? There's someone in the window there.
Sahili,
collecting their pie. Lovely.
What food would you use to represent a 1/1 colorless flopped creature token with flying?
Yum yums.
Yum yums. Yeah.
Love yum yum.
Cool. Yeah.
I haven't had one for ages though. Or anything mince pies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Anything particular? Whole burger?
Probably, yeah. Just probably try to get a few 5 guys in if I'm playing with this deck.
That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Problem is that your tokens wouldn't die in your upkeep for you to be eaten. You'd have to eat something else to create the tokens, and them dying, you'd have to then eat them again.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just eat them to create more of them. You have to be eating. You're going to be getting a lot of food in you that day.
Yeah, so you need to be, your tokens that are representing your Thopters need to be able to be chewed on for at least a whole sort of circulation of the table.
That's good idea. Chewy foods.
Yeah, because then you're going to keep creating more and more food, more board state, which is good.
Yeah, so maybe like toffees or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
We've broke it, guys.
Broke it.
We found the first time Tom and Aaron have ever found a real synergy /
Yeah.
And then next up, we've got some disassembly required for just a single black mana. An enchantment that has pay black and sacrifice a creature. Distribute the sacrificed creature's keyword abilities among any number of other target creatures until end of turn. If it's December, you gain 1 life for each of those keywords. Now all they needed was a jolly, happy soul.
Oh dear.
So
Not as wacky as the other ones, but still pretty bizarre.
yeah, still pretty daft. I'm just trying to see what's in the snowman. In the snowman here, there's clearly something in it. I don't know if that is that's a foot in the bottom there.
Looks like a foot. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if there's other body parts going up the snowman. Yeah, brilliant.
Very sinister.
So next we've got 1 and a black for bog humbugs for an insect that has flying. Whenever bog humbugs deals combat damage, hum that many notes of a festive song. If you can, put a +1/+1 counter on bog humbugs.
Not bad.
So, and then a little tune at the bottom there to get you started. No, I'm trying to think what is that? Do you reckon that's what it is?
Yeah, so it's 3 notes there, so it's 6 notes.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, maybe not then. Yeah, it is.
It seems like Jingle Bells, but Jingle Bells. I don't know.
So so those first 6 notes are the same. Again, the same note there. Goes up, then goes down again. Yeah, that's what it is.
Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells. Yeah.
So there we are.
Lovely old job.
And then it's just a lovely little stream of bugs with their colourful flags. And then we've got Decorated Knight from Eldraine.
Ooh.
So this is 3 and a blue for a human knight. And it's got an adventure for present arms. Or present arms, who knows? For 2 and a blue. Sorcery, exchange your library with another deck you own from outside the game. Shuffle your library.
Oh my goodness.
This is actually incredible. And then when you play it for the creature, whenever Decorated Knight attacks, draw a card from your original deck if it's outside the game. This is amazing.
Brilliant. Love it.
I'm making a blue-red commander deck that's got this and Goblin Sleigh Ride on it. And it's going to be amazing. How does that work in EDH? Can the 2 decks, do they have to have no cards the same in them?
Well, I don't know. It's outside the game, isn't it? So entirely different rule set applies.
Yeah. We'll have to ring our resident judge.
Yeah.
Oh, Wobbot.
Oh, Rodo. Mono red warlord. Nice.
And then finally we've got this year's card called Top Deck the Halls. 3 red and white for an enchantment. Decorated cards in your hand have Miracle Snow. Decorated cards. Decorated cards include premiums, promos, and cards with alternate frames or art. So in Magic, that's now literally every card, probably. I can't think of many cards these days that aren't decorated in one way or another. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 12 or more decorated permanents, you win the game.
Oh, lovely. So it's promoting the fact that you have to spend more money.
So yeah, I think after this year's one where they've obviously now just launched millions of different types of promo and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. It's just a bit ironic though, isn't it? It's just like, oh yeah, you can win the game now if you spend the most money because you've got the most decorated cards.
Also, to be fair, that decorated cards in your hand have Miracle of Snow. That's pretty good. Because that's, isn't it, like if it's the first card you draw a turn, you can cast it for its miracle cost.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah,
pretty
the first
good.
card you draw each turn, just slam that down.
If you got the snowy lands,
bling their decks.
Yeah. looks really fun.
And that's all we've got. That's all of the fun holiday cards we've got.
Yeah. What's your favourite out of those then?
Definitely the Goblin Sleigh Ride.
Goblin Sleigh Ride, it has to be.
Second would be Decorated Night.
Yeah.
Have you got any other favourites?
No, they're definitely my favourites as well, to be honest. Thopter Pie Network's quite cool because obviously
yeah, that was quite good.
Just means you have to just constantly keep eating, which is what Christmas is all about as well. But yeah, apart from that, the others are just fun. But Goblin Sleigh Ride takes the cake, I think. Stocking Tiger is actually quite fun as well.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
But general fun all round. Brilliant.
There's one available. 2 available.
Ooh.
For the Decorated Night. For some reason, they've got 3. So I don't know what Mugu Games has been doing to get hold of 3 of them.
Mugu.
But I will buy all 3.
Buy all 3. And have a jolly Merry Christmas. Oh, you getting any magic products for Christmas?
I believe Santa may have a Kamal of the Heart of Crozer.
Oh, yeah.
In his stocking.
In his stocking.
Maybe some other Commander Legends boosters.
Oh, lovely. Lovely old job.
Yeah. What about you?
I think I'm getting a Ikoria bundle. I know that much. Yeah. Just because I'm hunting for the alternate art Titans, whatever they're called. The big big mutators.
Predators. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I just love the art from that set. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I did love those alternate arts.
Yeah.
I think they've probably been my favourite so far, all the ones they've done.
Yeah, I think they're brilliant.
I do like these Kaldheim ones.
Yeah.
I might take it, but no. The Aquaria ones were really good.
They were really nice, weren't they? I think I'm gonna make a Chromat deck soon, which is gonna be my first 5 color deck, but it's going to be mutate, so it's going to have all the good mutators in there, but from across all of Ikoria, basically.
Nice.
But yeah, Chromat, I just want to use it because it's just a cool creature from the legends of old, what legends used to be.
That'll be good to see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see because I'm not sure if you've played my $50 budget deck yet, have you? The mutate one. It's actually working really well, even against high-powered stuff. It's working quite well.
I played against your old mutate deck, the one that was almost like the precon.
Yeah,
because you had the precon for just a couple upgrades.
I
think when I played it.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with that though. I don't know why it didn't work, but this one just works so much better. But I'd switch the commander out instead of the Otramy. I'm using Brokos, which is the Apex Legend one, the one that you have to actually buy in the set, the actual Ikoria set. It's good because you can cast him from your graveyard using its mutate ability, so you never have to pay command attacks.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. And you've always got a mutate trigger available to you for that 5 mana, so you can trigger other mutate abilities, which is quite good. So yeah. Little insight into the deck you might see on the channel at some point, even though we are slacking because it's Christmas.
Nah, it's all good fun, isn't it?
It's all good fun. I have recorded some games from when we've played on the internet. Just haven't got around to it recently. Christmas, a very busy time.
Yeah.
But that's all we've got time for today, unless you've got any other things on the tip of your tongue.
No, I've exhausted myself.
Yeah, it's been a good one. The Maro's ones are always fun, aren't they?
Yeah. I do just I think what I like is how plain text you get it. There's nothing that indicates anything exciting just apart from the word. Like, yeah, it just leaves so much to your imagination of what's going on.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a good hype machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, from what I've seen so far, art, spoiled cards, and Maro teasers, it's just looking to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. But we won't get anything for a while now, will we? I don't think.
No, there's rumours we're getting something on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or something.
All right.
I guess it's going to be like a generic email, maybe. I'm sure that in the past they've done stuff like that around Christmas, giving us like a teaser via email. Or could just be like an article pops up on the mothership that they've got sort of preloaded.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll get that, but not much else. Wizards go into like a week or two lockdown over Christmas.
Yeah.
They just close shop. So yeah, I can't see we're going to get much information on anything.
No, probably not. Yeah, everyone needs a break every now and again, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. This will be the last podcast we do before the whole Christmas thing. So yeah, the next week one will be 29th. So yeah, I guess it's just usual. Will we do one next week?
I think so. With lockdown, I doubt I'll be doing much else.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much from Christmas Eve. I'm off to the 4th of January. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, we should be able to get one in at least between those 2 points.
Yeah, we'll try and squeeze one in.
Yeah, sounds good. Probably be in comparison to now, it'll probably be like this.
Yeah.
Stuffed full of fruitcake elemental. Flop to Pie Networks.
Flop to Pie Networks done some work.
Absolutely, yeah. Cool. Sounds like the drinking game version. You should have to keep drinking it instead.
Yeah.
That sounds deadly. For those who don't know, was looking at doing potentially a past turn after hours section where it's like a drinking game. In the form of whenever you take damage, you have to do that many shots. So it'll be it could be quite a deadly version. But if anyone's got any suggestions as to a way you could play Magic as a drinking game, by all means, let us know. And when this is all over, we might be able to witness such a thing.
Yeah, because our idea is not even that you have a life total. It's just you drink, and then when you decide you can't drink anymore, that's when you give up.
I don't want to take any more damage. Yeah.
So for me, that would be like 2.
Yeah.
That's my game. Starting life total of 2.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous because life is basically a resource in Magic anyway. Let alone if you don't actually lose life.
Yeah.
You just choose to drink instead. That's pretty ridiculous. But then you have to think, if you're trying to think of like a mini drinking game, you have to try and think of a way to introduce all the other mechanics into drinking style things as well, don't you? So it's hard to gaining life. What do you do when you gain life? Do you drink some water? What do you do?
Yeah, make someone else drink. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, isn't it?
Oh, here's a good one.
Right.
Is it coming up? There we are. It's a killing wave. It's optional. So each creature its controller sacrifices it unless they pay X life.
Oh, yeah.
But I think everyone would just let all their creatures die.
I think, yeah, that is literally just. Why have I never seen this card?
Yeah, I know. It's all on this board. I come looking for demons and I find a plane full of angels. I hate angels.
But
I was basically just looking at what cards can you pay X life with. And I was basically like, if they were like pay X life, deal X damage, like this basically. Pay X life, target it's plus X plus. So give that to double strike. Whatever I drink, you're drinking double of.
Oh, wow. Because that top one there, what's it? Bond of Agony. That's brilliant.
Where's that one?
That
There's an additional cost to pay Bond of Agony, pay X life. Each other play. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was just thinking of, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I drink however much as I can, and then everyone else has got a copy. Those that can't die.
It's like a waterfall, ring of fire.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
pay X life, draw X cards.
Oh, brilliant.
Skip your untapped at the beginning of your upkeep. You may pay X life. If you do untap X permanents, pay half life. That can be helpful.
Yeah.
Remove the top card of your library from the game face down. Put that card into your hand at the end of turn.
Necro Impotence. Oh, brilliant.
You gain 3 life for each sacrifice creature or pay X life. Choose one. Oh, choose one. Sacrifice any number of creatures, then you gain 3 life for each sacrifice creature. Or pay X life, then look at the top X cards of your library and put one of those cards into your hand and remove the rest from the game.
That's pretty good. I've never seen that before. That's pretty good. That'd be brilliant in Villis. Never seen that before.
At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, you may pay X life, where X is the number of opponents that were dealt combat damage this turn. If you do, you draw X cards. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, Tinder's overrated, isn't she? Well, no, she's CDH really, but
I can't choose what X is there.
No.
All these, I can choose X to be 1,000,000 if I want.
Yeah,
apart from that's the mana for.
Yeah, Bond of Agony is probably the best one in drinking game.
Yeah,
because if you've got the stomach to do 10 shots and somebody else doesn't, you win because they just like, no, I can't do this, and then you're like, yes, I win, and then you just don't play another game after that because you're all screwed after that card.
That's what we'll go for then. Meaning to go buy a copy of Bond of Agony each.
Yeah. So that's you still have to pay the cost of the mana.
Yeah, exactly. It's not completely free.
No. One of my favourites in my Mazarek deck is Death Cloud. Have you heard of that one? That's a brilliant card.
Mazarek.
Yeah. So yeah, Maz IER. Yeah, that you should be able to find it. So this is the legendary. This is the legendary creature.
It's flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
And then you play Death Cloud with this guy out.
Boom.
Yeah.
Death Cloud. Each player loses X life, discards X cards, sacrifice X creatures, and sacrifice X lands. That's harsh.
That is ridiculous with Mazarek out. Each player sacrifices X creatures and X lands, and all of your creatures get X +1/+1 counters, where X is the number of sacrifice permanents.
So yeah, all your creatures get 2X counters.
Yeah.
Times the number of players there are.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's madness. Absolute madness. And then obviously you got stuff like Scape Shift and all that sort of stuff in there. Sacrifice all your lands, go get loads of lands. Loads of awesome cards in that deck, which is yet to be seen on the channel. I probably will do a deck tech at some point because I haven't done. There's like 3 or 4 decks I haven't done techs on. What I'm using a lot of at the moment, so I'll probably just start doing some of those again. While content is lacking. But yeah, we went on a massive tangent yet again. Still part of the podcast, but that's what we do. So we will end it there. You'll see that eventually soon, and yeah, very very excited about Kaldheim in general.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good, and hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas and New Year to the extent that they can during this time. Obviously, it's a bit of a pain in the ass with what's going on with tiers and stuff in the UK, especially. But yeah, just have to enjoy it as much as you can. Eat loads of food, drink loads of booze.
Yeah, that's I think the most we can get up to these days.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun. So, and we'll see you on the next one, which will probably be next week because we're not doing anything anymore in life. So, yeah, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.